Hello dear student, I am Dr. Chandrakala HD. Welcome to the video class on programming language using C. In this video, I'll be explaining you the steps involved in the execution of a C program. So to understand the steps which happen during the execution of a C program, let's take an example simple C program. So this simple C program is going to display a message called Hello C language on the computer screen. So it consists of only a few lines of code. The hash include stdio.h, which is the header file consisting of input-output functions, has to be written first. Then in the int main function, we will write an output statement printf hello C language. So in the printf, within the brackets of the printf function, whatever you write within double quotes will be displayed as it is on the screen. And since the main function has an integer return value, we should write a return 0 statement. So a very simple program to display a hello C language message on the screen. So the name given to this file is simple.c. As you know, the extension for C files, source code of the C file is .c. So simple is the name of the file and .c is the extension. So after the programmer writes this program on some editor and saves it as simple.c, next starts the various steps which are involved in the execution of this program. So this C program, simple.c, first is given to the preprocessor. So preprocessor will expand this source code by replacing the preprocessor directives with their respective values. Here we have the hash include preprocessor directive. So this preprocessor directive will expand into its respective value and adds to the total content of the program. So this expanded source C code is now abbreviated as simple.i. So this consists of the code written by the user plus the preprocessor directives which are expanded. So once the source code is expanded, it is given to the compiler. So compiler should be a compiler which can translate C language to the respective machine language. So once the expanded source code simple.i is given to the compiler, first it will convert it to the assembly code. So since C is a high-level language, first the compiler converts it to assembly code so that it's suitable for execution on the processor of this particular machine. So this assembly code is nothing but the simple.s. So this is the assembly code file, which is equivalent to the C program file. So after the assembly code is formed from the expanded source code, the code is given to the assembler. The assembly code will be given to the assembler, and assembler will translate this code, which is in assembly language, to machine language. And that machine language code is called as object code. So after the conversion performed by assembler, the object file called simple.obj will be formed. So this object file is then given to the linker. So linker is a software, system software, which links the header files and other system library functions to the particular code. So all these library functions like printf, scanf will have their own equivalent codes which are present in the stdio.h. Those will be linked. The printf will be replaced with the appropriate output function in this particular program by the linker. So once the linking process is done, the code is ready for execution. Now we have the executable file simple.exe. So at this stage, the program is ready for execution on the CPU. So this program will be given to the loader. So the function of the system software loader is to find out which set of memory locations are currently free in the memory and load the exe file, simple.exe file onto the computer's memory. So once the program is loaded to the computer's main memory, the CPU will do the execution of the program line by line in the same order in which the code is appearing in the program. So this is how the execution of C program happens in various steps. So in order to summarize the execution flow, first the C program, which is the source code, is sent to the preprocessor. Preprocessor will convert the preprocessor directives into their respective values and generate the expanded source code. The expanded source code will be given to the compiler. Compiler will compile this code and convert it to assembly code. So compiling the code means checking for syntax errors and getting it corrected by the user. After successful compilation, it will convert it to assembly code. The assembly code will be next sent to assembler, which assembles the code, that is converts the code in assembly language to machine language or object code to be in specific to generate the .obj file. Next, the object code is given to the linker to link it to the library such as header files and the built-in codes. And once the linking is done, the executable code, that is .exe file, will be generated. This .exe file is given to the loader to load it into the computer's memory, and then it is executed by the CPU and output is sent to the console. Console is nothing but your computer's monitor. Thank you.